Hi, I would like to give a short testimonial for Kathleen Daniel's service as a real estate agent specializing in short sales. Before I continue, I would like to keep my name out for what I hope to be an obvious reason that no one I know is ever proud to have to go through short sales. We bought our first house in Milpitas in 2005. Little did we know that that year was actually the start of the housing crisis. Between 2005 and 2010, our house value went down significantly that it was about $120,000 under our loan balance. We were underwater by a whole lot. To top it off, my husband lost his job, causing us to not be able to afford paying for our mortgage anymore. After falling behind on our mortgage for a few months and also being stressed about our situation for a few months as well, we finally decided to sell our house with short sale rather than letting it go to foreclosure. We found Kathleen from Google. Her website came up among the top 5 search results. Out of the 5 we saw, she has the most clear and succinct information regarding short sale. Less than 24 hours after I filled out the form on her website, Kathleen contacted me right away to get more information about our situation. After that first phone call, we signed up with Kathleen to list our house with short sale. The first stage of the process involved a lot of me digging for all the old paperwork relating to our house, filling out a lot of real estate and short sale paperwork, and creating a hardship letter. Kathleen gave us a lot of guidance on how to do all that, especially the filling out all the forms and creating the hardship letter part so that we can have a successful short sale. In our case, we had 2 lenders and 2 servicing companies that Kathleen had to deal with. She had to negotiate the final price and terms for our house to these parties and somehow got them in agreement so that the short sale process could go with minimal interruption. As you probably know, reaching an agreement between 2 parties is difficult enough already. Can you imagine how difficult it was to get 4 parties to agree on something that's really significant, like the final price and terms for the short sale of our house? And on top of the lenders and servicing companies, there was the HOA, our house prospective buyer, and buyer's agent that Kathleen had to deal with as well. With so many parties involved that demand different things, a lot of paperwork revisions and back and forth paperwork transmissions among all parties were bound to happen, and one would expect that at least one thing would fall through the crack, right? As if all that was not enough to complicate our short sale, if we submitted the paperwork to the lenders late beyond their required due dates, the closing could get delayed. And we couldn't afford to have delays because we were getting closer and closer to our foreclosure auction date. We were so lucky to have Kathleen working for us. She managed to get all our paperwork through to all the different parties involved with no delays. She's also very persistent in following up with everyone involved to make sure that nothing falls through the crack. In other words, she was always on top of things 100%. Long story short, because of Kathleen's hard work, short sales skills, and experience, we were able to close on our house at the anticipated time. She even got our short sale to qualify as a half a short sale, which allowed us to walk away from our home without any further obligations to the lenders and got paid $3,000 at closing for moving expenses. When we did close, we felt like huge rocks have been lifted off our shoulders. We would definitely recommend Kathleen's short sale real estate service to our relatives and friends. We have truly benefited from her hard work, mentally and financially. We stopped being constantly stressed out about what to do with our house, and now we can actually move on. Thanks to Kathleen. We feel so grateful for Kathleen's service that I felt compelled to make this video and share our story with you. So, if your house is in foreclosure, or if you've fallen behind on your mortgage and are thinking to sell your house because you can't afford it anymore, give Kathleen a call at 1-800-972-1822 today. You won't regret it. Thank you and have a great day.